Welcome to another Deep Dives presented by RWG Publishing.
Oh, this is exciting.
Today we're diving into the captivating world of T.J. Ravenscroft's Echoes of the Forgotten.
Ooh, I love this one.
Get ready for a thrilling exploration of mystery, history, and paranormal suspense.
Echoes of the Forgotten is truly a masterpiece.
It's not just a ghost story, is it?
Not at all. Ravenscroft takes us on a journey. It's a deep exploration of a seemingly ordinary town's hidden secrets.
And it all starts with a chilling encounter, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Just picture yourself as Evelyn Hart, a writer drawn to Ravenswood. You're in the town square, and suddenly you witness a group of ghostly children.
It's an incredible hook.
I can imagine.
Their appearances are so striking, almost eerie, dressed in old-fashioned clothing. They're laughing and playing, their voices echoing through the square, and then, poof, they vanish.
It's the kind of opening that makes you want to sleep with the lights on, isn't it?
Absolutely, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. This is just the beginning of Evelyn's unsettling experiences in Ravenswood. She soon receives a cryptic warning from the town librarian.
What does the librarian say?
The librarian's words hint at something sinister lurking beneath the town's charming facade. She tells Evelyn, Ravenswood is an old town, older than most realize. The past. She pauses. It's not always something worth digging into.
Wow, that's chilling. It's almost like a dare, like a challenge to uncover the truth.
It is, and of course Evelyn, being a journalist, can't resist.
Naturally.
Her investigation leads her to a long-abandoned orphanage on the outskirts of Ravenswood.
An abandoned orphanage.
Yes, and it's shrouded in mystery, this orphanage.
Oh, I bet.
It's where a young girl, Lily Cartwright, disappeared years ago.
Missing children from an orphanage. That's a chilling thought.
And the rumors swirling around the orphanage just make it even more eerie.
What kind of rumors?
Rumors of other missing children and dark events, it all adds to the chilling atmosphere.
I'm already getting goosebumps. So what happens next?
Well, as Evelyn digs deeper, she uncovers a connection.
A connection?
Between Lily and those ghostly children she saw in the town square.
Really?
She finds an old photograph of Lily in the library archives. Lily's wearing the same dress as one of the ghost children.
Wow, that's a creepy connection.
Yeah.
What else does she find?
She discovers a burnt map.
A burnt map.
Yes. It's almost as if someone tried to destroy it.
Interesting.
And guess where it leads?
Where?
Straight to the abandoned orphanage.
Okay, so we have ghostly children, a cryptic warning, a missing child, a spooky old photograph, and a burnt map leading to a creepy abandoned orphanage. This is shaping up to be one heck of a story.
Oh, it is. It's the perfect blend of mystery and suspense. Ravenscroft keeps you guessing at every turn.
And if you're already hooked, as I am, you can dive into the full story right now. Grab your copy of Echoes of the Forgotten on Amazon. We've included a link in the show notes. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Now, back to Evelyn's investigation. She visits the orphanage, right?
Yes, she does. It's described as this imposing, dilapidated building, shrouded in this unsettling silence. And while she's there, she meets Mrs. Abernathy, an elderly resident, who shares some disturbing rumors about the orphanage.
I bet those rumors aren't for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
What does Mrs. Abernathy reveal?
Mrs. Abernathy claims that children didn't just disappear from the orphanage.
No.
They died under mysterious circumstances.
Oh my gosh.
And she believes something evil still lingers there.
Oh, that's spine-chilling. It's like a classic haunted house story, but with an even darker twist.
It is. And the tension escalates from there. Evelyn starts experiencing more paranormal activity.
Oh no. Like what?
Soft, indistinct whispers.
Whispers.
Yes. They seem to follow her through the orphanage.
I can only imagine how creepy that would be. Does anything else happen?
Yes. Later, in her own home, she finds a message. Scrawled in her notebook.
What does it say?
Leave now.
Okay, that's a clear warning.
And the creepiest part, it's not her handwriting.
I'd be packing my bags. But Evelyn, being who she is, probably digs deeper, right?
You know her too well.
Yeah.
She continues to investigate.
Of course.
And she encounters two characters who offer conflicting advice.
Really?
There's Donovan.
Donovan.
He's a mysterious figure, seems to understand the supernatural forces at play in Ravenswood.
Okay.
And then there's the sheriff.
Oh, right.
He represents a more grounded, skeptical perspective.
It was like the classic battle between belief and skepticism.
Yeah.
You're left wondering who to trust.
Exactly. And that's one of the things Ravenscroft does so well. He creates these complex characters who challenge Evelyn and the reader to question what's real. and what's imagined.
It's like the story is saying, don't just believe everything you see or hear, dig deeper.
Exactly. And as Evelyn digs deeper, she stumbles upon a family secret.
Ooh, I love family secrets.
Her own grandmother's journal, hidden away for years.
Oh, a family secret. That's always a great way to add another layer of intrigue to a story. What does she find in the journal?
It's filled with cryptic entries about the orphanage, the town's history, and a mysterious well
A well.
connected to Ravenswood's dark past.
That sounds ominous. What's so special about this well?
Well, the journal warns her, the well must never be opened.
Ooh, that's chilling.
It's a chilling message that raises more questions than it answers.
What would happen if it were opened? What secrets lie hidden within its depths? It's the kind of line that makes you lean in and say, I need to know more. What happens next?
The discovery of the journal opens up a whole new dimension to the story. It introduces the concept of the unseen,
The unseen.
powerful entities connected to Ravenswood's past, and a secret organization known as the Council of Keepers.
Okay, so we have the unseen, these mysterious entities, and a secret council. This is getting interesting. What's the council's connection to the well and the unseen?
The journal hints that the council has been using rituals to control the unseen for centuries.
And the well.
The well is somehow central to these rituals.
So the well isn't just a source of water. It's a gateway to something else, something powerful and potentially dangerous.
Exactly. And the Council of Keepers. They're the gatekeepers, the ones who hold the key to this ancient power. But are they using it for good? Or are they hiding a darker agenda? That's the question that drives the rest of the story.
This is getting good. I can't wait to hear what happens next.
The story takes a dramatic turn.
Oh, what was it?
Evelyn realizes she stumbled upon something much bigger than she initially imagined. The council, shrouded in secrecy,
Yeah.
they become the central antagonist.
So the council is more than just a group of historians or paranormal enthusiasts. They're the bad guys.
They've been manipulating the town of Ravenswood for generations.
Oh, wow.
They use their knowledge of the unseen to maintain power and control, silencing anyone who gets too close to the truth.
Sounds like a classic power struggle. Does Evelyn try to confront them?
She does. She realizes that the council's hold on Ravenswood is rooted in fear and secrecy.
Yeah.
She wants to expose them to free the town from their manipulation.
That's brave of her.
It is.
But going up against a powerful, secretive organization like that is dangerous, right?
Absolutely. It's a David versus Goliath situation.
I see.
Evelyn is putting herself at great risk, but she's driven by her desire for truth and justice.
It's like she's saying, enough is enough. The people deserve to know the truth.
Exactly. And as she investigates further, she uncovers a key piece of the puzzle.
Oh, what's that?
The forgotten child.
Right.
The journal hints at a child whose story is crucial to understanding the unseen
Okay.
and the council's attempts to control them.
Okay, so we have a forgotten child, powerful entities known as the unseen, a secret council trying to control them, and a well that absolutely should not be opened. What role does this forgotten child play in the story?
The forgotten child represents more than just a missing person. They embody the town's lost innocence,
Yeah.
the secrets buried, and the potential for redemption.
I see.
As Evelyn uncovers their story, she begins to understand the true nature of the council's power
Okay.
and the lengths they will go to protect their secrets.
It sounds like the forgotten child is a symbol of the town's past traumas, the things they've tried to forget.
Yeah.
And Evelyn's investigation is forcing them to confront those buried truths.
Exactly. Echoes of the Forgotten is not just a suspenseful thriller.
Right.
It's a story about confronting our fears, challenging those in power,
Yeah.
and finding the courage to break free from the shackles of the past.
This is what makes it such a compelling read.
It is.
It takes a familiar framework, a ghost story,
Right.
a small town with a secret, and uses it to explore these really deep themes.
And one of the most intriguing elements of the story is the way Ravenscroft incorporates ancient rituals.
Okay, the rituals. We know that the council has been using them to control the unseen, but what exactly are these rituals and what makes them so significant?
The rituals are described as ancient ceremonies passed down through generations of the council.
Yeah.
They involve specific incantations, symbols, and potentially even sacrifices.
Sacrifices.
Yeah.
That's intense. What kind of sacrifices are we talking about?
Well, Ravenscroft keeps some of the details shrouded in mystery.
Okay.
There are hints that some of the sacrifices might have involved actual human victims.
That's chilling. It adds a whole new layer of darkness to the story. It makes you question the council's motives. Are they really protecting the town, or are they just safeguarding their own power?
It's a question that haunts the narrative.
Right.
As Evelyn uncovers more about the rituals and their history, she becomes increasingly convinced that the council is not what they seem.
Hmm.
Their methods are brutal,
Yeah.
and their hold on the town is based on fear and manipulation.
It's like the classic dilemma. The ends justify the means,
Right,
but at what cost? And who gets to decide what those means should be?
exactly. Ravenscroft doesn't offer easy answers.
No.
He presents a morally ambiguous situation,
Yeah.
forcing the reader to confront uncomfortable truths about power, sacrifice, and the choices we make in the face of the unknown.
This is why I love this book. It's not just a page-turner. It's a story that makes you think, that challenges your assumptions.
And as the story unfolds, Evelyn's investigation leads to a thrilling climax.
Oh.
The annual Founders' Day festival.
Mm.
It becomes the backdrop for a confrontation between Evelyn and the council.
That's a brilliant setting for a showdown. The contrast between the joyous atmosphere of the festival and the looming threat of the council creates such a sense of anticipation.
It's a powder keg situation.
Oh, I bet.
The council is in the midst of their secret rituals,
Yeah.
while the unsuspecting townspeople are celebrating, oblivious to the danger lurking beneath the surface.
And Evelyn is right in the middle of it all, trying to expose them. Talk about a recipe for disaster.
It's a risky plan.
Hmm.
But Evelyn is determined to break the council's hold on Ravenswood,
Okay.
even if it means putting herself in danger.
She's become a symbol of hope for the town, a beacon of truth in a world shrouded in darkness.
And her courage is contagious. She inspires others to stand up to the council, to question their authority, and to demand a better future for Ravenswood.
This sounds incredible. I can't wait to hear how it all unfolds. But before we get into the details of the climax, let's take a moment to remind our listeners that they can experience this thrilling story for themselves.
That's right. If you're intrigued by what you've heard so far, you can dive into the world of Echoes of the Forgotten right now.
Head over to Amazon using the link in our show notes and grab your copy. Trust me, you won't regret it. This is a book that will stay with you long after you've finished the last page.
It's a story that will haunt your dreams and ignite your imagination.
So we left off with Evelyn preparing to confront the Council of Keepers during Ravenswood's Founders' Day Festival. It's a high-stakes situation with the fate of the town hanging in the balance. So how does she pull off this daring plan?
Well, Ravenscroft masterfully uses the festival as a backdrop for the climax. The joyous atmosphere, the crowds, the fireworks, it all creates a brilliant contrast to the dark events unfolding behind the scenes.
It's like a ticking time bomb. The townspeople are celebrating, unaware of the danger lurking beneath the surface.
Exactly. And Evelyn uses the chaos to her advantage. Remember, she discovered the importance of symbols and incantations in the council's rituals from her grandmother's journal.
Right. She realizes she can disrupt those rituals if she can expose them at the right moment. But how does she manage to get close enough to the council without being detected?
Well, this is where Ravenscroft's writing truly shines. He creates a scene that's both suspenseful and clever. As the fireworks display begins, Evelyn uses the loud booms and bright flashes as cover to move through the crowds unnoticed.
It's like something out of a spy movie. Using the fireworks as a distraction is brilliant.
It is. She manages to reach the site where the council is conducting their secret ritual, blending in with the shadows. Council members are so focused on their ceremony that they're completely oblivious to her presence.
Okay, she's in position, now what? How does she disrupt the ritual?
Instead of directly confronting the council, Evelyn decides to use their own weapons against them.
Oh.
As they begin their incantations, she starts subtly weaving her own counter-incantations into the mix.
Wow, that's clever. She's like a hacker disrupting their code.
Exactly. At first, the effect is subtle.
Mm-hmm.
The council members sense something is amiss, a disruption in the flow of energy. But as Evelyn continues her counterspell, the symbols they use begin to flicker and distort.
I can only imagine the panic and confusion they must feel. Their carefully crafted ritual, something they've performed for centuries, is suddenly falling apart.
And their control over the unseen weakens, and the energy they've been trying to harness becomes unstable.
So does this mean the council is defeated? Does their power just vanish?
It's not that simple.
No.
They've been in power for so long that their influence doesn't disappear overnight.
It's like a ripple effect. Evelyn's actions have set a chain of events in motion that will ultimately lead to the council's downfall.
Exactly. But the most important consequence of her actions is the impact on the townspeople.
How so?
Witnessing the disruption of the ritual, seeing the council's power falter plants a seed of doubt in their minds.
It's like the scales have fallen from their eyes. They're starting to question everything they thought they knew about the council and their hold on Ravenswood.
The climax isn't just a confrontation, it's a turning point for the entire town. It marks the beginning of their awakening.
It's a powerful message about the importance of questioning authority and speaking truth to power. Even when facing seemingly insurmountable odds, one person's courage can make a difference.
And while the novel doesn't tie everything up in a neat little bow, it offers a sense of hope. The council's grip on Ravenswood has weakened, and the town has a chance to heal and rebuild.
It's a realistic ending. The trauma of the past won't simply vanish, but the people of Ravenswood are now empowered to shape their own future.
Echoes of the Forgotten is ultimately a story about resilience, the enduring power of truth, and the importance of confronting the shadows of the past in order to create a brighter future.
And if you haven't already experienced the chills and thrills of Echoes of the Forgotten, we encourage you to grab a copy. You can find it on Amazon. Just click the link in our show notes. It's been a fascinating journey exploring the world of Echoes of the Forgotten with you.
The pleasure was all mine. And to all our listeners, thank you for joining us on another deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep those lights on, just in case.
Thank you for listening to the Deep Dive Podcast.